Hey guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. I am here at the Guaco Taco. Got myself a Coca-Cola. The only one that's worth drinking from Mexico because it has real sugar in it. And waiting on my nachos grande. It's a nice day. It would be nicer if it was colder, but you know what? At least it's not 85 degrees like it was yesterday. Yeah. So I got the what is it? The shipment of Roxid. They're smaller than I thought they were going to be. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do think that I'm probably going to need another shipment of them because I need to probably have a pretty thick base of it or I'm going to lose it. It's going to like absorb into the ground. But anyway, but nonetheless, it's nice to have. And then the fencing guy is going to be here tomorrow to give me a quote on that. I'm doing something called hog panel fencing. It's really pretty, even though it doesn't sound like it. And I think it's going to work really well with the property and how it looks. So pretty excited about that. So I'll have a nice area for the dogs to, hey Sugar Bear, to go to the bathroom. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys about that. And I'll include some video of what I've done to kind of show you that. I put in quite a bit of work today on it. It didn't look like that much. But then I went about spreading it out. And I was like, oh, that's actually a lot more than it looks. And I tried to do it all, and then I quickly realized that I just lacked the physical strength necessary to finish it, but I did get quite a bit done, which I was actually really proud of myself, to be honest with you. I thought about like filming myself doing it, but it was kind of drizzling out, and I was like, nah, like maybe I'll do that later, show you guys the process. Got my wheelbarrow out and a rake and a what is it called? A shovel.
Hey, you smell my cookies? You are very handsome.
Thank you. Come on, preacher. Thank you, preacher. Hey, preacher. Don't be pulling the table. Seriously, you're gonna knock over my Coke. Sometimes he gets too excited. Too excited. Never mind my beat up leash. That's all there was in the truck. So somebody got a hold of it. But anyway, just putting in the work, y'all. Putting in the work. So, tell you what, it really feels good too. I'll be honest with you. It feels good to put in work like that. It just makes me feel accomplished. And then I've got somebody, so take a drink of my Coke. So the person that has Colo and Liberty is gonna come and preach it. Is gonna come and hi there. Yes, he is a Corso. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're beautiful, sweetheart. You are. I want to kiss your face, but I don't want you to bite mine off.
He wouldn't. He's very sweet.
Baby, you are a good baby.
Yeah.
Take care of your mama.
Thank you. I mean, but she's gonna come by next week, and she is gonna be the one to help me babysit my dogs. And so I also have one other person that may help as well. I'm not exactly sure how well that's going to work out. But the idea is that I'm going to build that kennel, and then I will be able to like go to dog shows or travel, things like that, and I'll have somebody that I can count on to make sure all the dogs are fed and watered and all that good stuff, and I don't have to rely on anybody else for that. And so yeah, so things are happening, good things, lots of work. Also, I just want to really say thank you so much to all the people that reached out to me whenever I was talking about the health issues that I've been dealing with the dogs. I got some insider tips that I'm not going to put on here, but suffice to say that the problem has been completely addressed, and it's not going to be an issue anymore. So I'm unbelievably excited about that. I have some organic stuff that I can do that's non-antibiotic, but then I also have access to some antibiotic stuff as well. Thank you. Yes, he is. And so anyway, so I also have access to any medication that I may need as well. So I'm very excited about that, and just big thank you to everyone who reached out to me. It's much appreciated. So, Preacher, quit. Not everybody cares about you. Stop it. It's not always about you. Lay down. Now. Preacher, all the way down. Now. Yeah, I don't really care how you feel about it, Mr. Attitude. He thinks everything's about him. He went from being like, don't touch me, I don't like you, to now being like, why aren't you touching me? Why aren't you petting me? Everything's about me. He gets so upset if somebody doesn't want to pet him, which is like so ridiculous. But like, it's ridiculous because it's such a crazy change, you know what I mean? But whatever. So anyway, but yeah, it's just so appreciated, all the people that reached out to me to help me with my dogs, and even breeders that breeder friends of mine, and also breeders that I don't even know, reaching out and telling me their tips about it. And I just love it. I can't tell you how much that I appreciate it. It's just unbelievably helpful. And they're basically saying I won't need to keep my dogs apart once I address the issue. So I'm really excited about that as well. So anyway, I am going to drop this off here. I'll pick it back up whenever I get home, and I can show you guys the work that I've done. Hopefully it won't be too dark. It probably will, actually. Looking at where the sun is now, it'll probably be too dark. But whatever. Maybe I can include a picture, because I did take 2 pictures of it. So anyway, yeah. So I'm going to let y'all go and sit here and enjoy this little bit of free time that I've got. I didn't feel like cooking at home because I was like, you know what, I worked too hard today. Not only did I start spreading out those rocks, I also steam cleaned and just like did general maintenance on my kennel room. And just something you just got to do. There's maintenance. And so I did that. And probably need to pick up some dog food from Tractor Supply as well, now that I think about it, because I fed the dogs. So just basically, you know, taking care of business. Kind of like a farm, but it's not a regular farm, it's a dog farm. So, but you should have seen me out there with my wheelbarrow and my shovel and my rake, just putting in the work, y'all. I know I'm gonna be feeling it tomorrow, but just really excited about having this area, you know, this really pretty kind of fenced off area, and hopefully it'll add to the property value as well. And then I'll have the kennel built. I want to put the kennel, I was going to put the kennel in the front yard, but now that I have this fenced off area, I'm going to be having it, but I at least have the gravel. I think that it's going to be a better idea to put the kennel in the back. That way, whenever they let a dog out, they can let them out into that fenced off area. I think that's going to be the best bet. And instead of having a separate fenced off area. Plus, I just don't think there's enough room in the front of the property to have the kennel area and to have the fenced off area around that, because it's going to need a fenced in area for the dogs to be in anyway. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you guys that whenever I get back. So anyway, well, my food looks like it's on the way out, so I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye.